Boo.
I have my story. I'll go next. It is an eBay story. So let me cue up the music. We shared Craigslist stories and stuff like that on here before. I don't remember.
I think so.
It goes along with that, I guess. Someone said they love eBay. That's like 20 years ago. Okay, so this is a great title. This is called I Bought Fake Beats by Dre from eBay, and now I'm fucked. And just when I thought my life was getting back to normal, Trish and I got married in January this year. We moved into our own place not too long ago. Life seemed to start becoming the way it always should have been, but no, it would be too crazy to live a normal effing life. When we moved in, we introduced ourselves to most of the neighbors. We live in an apartment complex that consists of 2 buildings across from each other. View from our bedroom looks at the other building, but hey, the place was cheap and a good location, so we couldn't really complain. We hit it off with the 2 of our neighbors right away, Jeff and Rachel. They are a bit older, probably mid-30s, but the chemistry was there, so that's all that mattered. I actually believe that Jeff and Rachel were a couple because they were always together, but later I learned that they were just neighbors, living above each other in the building across from ours. Well, enough bullshitting. Let me get to the point. I bought a pair of new Beats by Dre wireless headphones on eBay, and I got exactly what I deserved. I got a fake pair. I started the process of complaint with eBay, but I knew that shit wouldn't work. The thing is, as fake as they were, headphones actually sounded pretty good, so I took them to work out at the gym that was on the first floor of our apartment building. I was running on the treadmill and on the phone, doing well, and just as I started thinking about maybe these counterfeits aren't that bad, the left ear cup started producing a cracking noise. I ignored it and simply kept running. Then a loud bang came from both of the cups and nearly tripped on the machine. I stopped. Silence completely overtook the headphones at this point, after the loud noise. Then I heard some crackling again and what seemed like whispers. I knocked on one of the plastic cups, hoping that would fix them. It did. Whispers now became clear talking. Well, they said it was him, so it must be him, a male voice said. It sounded familiar, this voice. All right, but let's keep calm until we actually know for sure, responded a female voice. I recognized that voice. It was Rachel, and the male voice sounded a lot like Jeff. Then the cracking noise got loud again, reaching an unbearable pitch. As I was about to take the headphones off, the music started playing again. I didn't think twice about this event. I mean, why would I bother trying to understand how their conversation ended up in my headphones? Who gives a shit? I was just pissed that my fake beats were acting up. Jeff came over the next day. He is an electrician, and I asked him to help me install a pair of those clapping lights. I guess I watched too many movies, and I really wanted to be able to just clap for the damn light to come on. I found a good deal and bought a few, so Jeff was helping me install them. He did it for free. Since eBay hadn't done anything regarding my issue, I decided to keep the headphones. Seller wouldn't give me a refund, and they sounded alright, so I sucked it up. So 2 days ago, Sunday, I was relaxing at the balcony drinking some drinks and listening to Kanye's new album. I mean, I was sunbathing basically and listening to my favorite artist while drinking my favorite beer. Life was damn near perfect. Then the same crackling noise started again. And at first it didn't bother me, but it was getting louder and louder. It finally got really loud, and then all of a sudden it stopped. Whispers came through the headphones again. I turned up the volume to the max setting, and this is what I heard. We're going to have to approach Trish first. A million fucking goosebumps ran all over my body. If I learned anything from my encounters with bros, it was that coincidences don't exist in my life. The voice saying my wife's name belonged to Rachel. There was no doubt at this point in time. I stood up in my chair and looked at the building across, but I couldn't see into Rachel's apartment. She had the blinds closed. Come to think of it, she and Jeff always had their blinds closed and were never on their balcony. This is what I heard next. At least 4 days. That's what we have to wait. You heard him. I realized it was Jeff. I stood up, took my headphones off. I wanted to run over to his place as fast as I could and ask what the hell was going on. I just stood there for a minute trying to think. I put the beats back on my head, but at that point, the music was back on. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't mind the first interference, but this one was about my wife. And how in the world was I able to hear them talk? I assumed it was some kind of radio interference. I decided to talk to Jeff about it. I texted him and asked him what was going on. After no text for a few minutes, I went back to drinking. 2 hours later, I was still sitting on the balcony without response from Jeff yet. Finally, around 9 p.m., I saw Jeff walk out of his building, and as soon as he got out, I yelled, "Hey man, you get my text?" "Nah, sorry. I left the phone at work. What's up? Your lights working okay?" "Lights are fine, man, thanks. I was gonna ask you, do you and Rachel talk over the radio or something?" I swear to God, the man just stopped in his tracks. He was looking up at me, but he wasn't moving. After a minute or so of silence, he responded, "Nah, man. Where'd you get that from?" He smiled at me, but it seemed like a very forced smile. I said, "Shit, man, no idea. Must have just been this beer." I said that forcing a smile while raising my empty beer bottle. He laughed at my joke and yelled a quick, "Talk to you later, man," and went back inside. I thought that the whole encounter was strange. Shit, the whole day was strange as hell. But I wasn't thinking too much about it, and I was decently buzzed and pretty tired. I decided to go to sleep. Trish was already sleeping. Around 2 to 3 a.m., some kind of noise woke me up. I am a light sleeper, and even little things get me, but this sounded pretty loud. I sobered up quick enough to realize that the sound was coming from my headphones. It was that same crackling sound that got louder and louder. Finally, it went away, and the silence took over. I turned the volume all the way up, trying to hear anything. These damn things are so loud, they sound more like a boombox than headphones, but I still couldn't hear anything. Then a loud clap came from my fake beats. The light in our bedroom turned on instantly. I was still a bit sleepy, so it took me a second to comprehend what the hell was happening. The clap activated the light. Who the fuck? Then it came to me. I walked over to our window, and that's where I nearly screamed. The building across the street had all lights off but two. Jeff was standing at the window in his apartment, and Rachel was standing at the window in the apartment above. They were both looking straight at me. Jeff was holding something that looked like a radio. He brought it to his mouth. Crackling came from the headphones again. "Yep," is all he said. As he said it, the lights turned off in both the apartments, and I couldn't see anything anymore. My headphones went silent. If this is a prank they're pulling on me, it's a good one. If it's not a prank, here we go again.
Wow.
I struggled a bit through that one, just trying to comprehend what was happening. I think I got it, right? He was hearing conversations they're having about him.
That's super weird. Everything about that was weird. Starting from the clap on showing up.
That was that. Well, the Trish and Jeff thing got me too, right? Because there's a person watching commenting named Trish.
Yeah, Jeff.
That was the first thing, and then the clap on light thing was really odd. This is one I'm not gonna lie. I had read it through really quick, so usually I read it multiple times, but I'm still struggling with how crazy this is.
What the hell were they doing? Why would they be talking about him, his wife, and then why are they communicating over radio? That's such a weird thing. I can definitely see, like, if you have some knockoff headphones that don't have proper shielding and they have like a strange, wavelength thing that it's connected to, I could see that picking up radio signals. I've had things pick up radio signals before, in the past, and have weird interactions. And like sometimes, like, used to be older cell phones when they would ring, it would cause speakers on the computers to go nuts.
Russian spies, somebody said.
Yeah, I have a ham radio, and I have picked up Russian radio that is very strange in the past. So I thought, man, what the heck are they talking about? I don't have a powerful ham radio. It's somewhere here in the States, and it's these guys talking Russian to each other. But anyway, I've always thought it would be great if that was a spy. But anyway, this was weird. That was a really weird story. And the end makes it even stranger because we don't have like a full resolution.
That's how it ended.
And so we don't know exactly where that happened from there. But yeah, this is a spooky story.
As all over the place this story was, and very unstructured and very difficult to read, it's very realistic.
extremely realistic. That was the thing. My takeaway there though was I could see these knockoff like counterfeit headphones being improperly shielded and picking up something. Radio doesn't care, right?
Let's look through some of this stuff that was said here.
Yeah.
First thing he picks up that I'm able to see is, well, they said it was him, so it must be him. All right, but let's keep calm until we actually know for sure. We're going to have to approach Trish first, his wife's name. This is creepy, dude.
He mentioned that the static got really loud on those things as it started picking up stuff. That sounds realistic to me. All that sounds like something that really would happen. There are things that are, if not properly made, will pick up radio signals just like crazy. Yeah, that all sounds very real to me. I don't know what was going on, but that is crazy.
At least 4 days. That's what we have to wait. You heard him. I don't know, man.
That was nuts.
That it all kind of ends at this scenario where he's in bed. And these damn headphones are still picking up stuff. It's like, these things can't be on, right?
It's possible he's keeping them plugged in and charged.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if he mentioned if they're wireless ones that had like a battery or not. I don't know much about like upscale headphones like Beats headphones. I don't know how they work. And then on top, because it's be a wireless device, it'd be Bluetooth, but they could be unshielded Bluetooth and they could just pick up any old radio signal.
Why are they talking about radio though? You know, like.
Yeah, but that's where it gets really creepy. It's like for people in the same building to be talking on a radio to each other is strange. The thing that I was interested in was why would they not only be talking on a radio to each other, but why are they talking about him and his wife? That is weird. Because, like, I don't know if he mentioned what he does for a living.
No, he just said that guy's an electrician.
There's a lot there. There's a lot to unpack, and that is weird. Spooky. That's a spooky story.
And it just ends.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
They're pulling a prank on him. How did he actually end it here? If this was a prank they're pulling on me, it's a good one. If it's not a prank, well, here we go again.
That's the thing. It could be a prank. It could be that they... someone even mentioned that maybe they were the eBay seller that he ended up buying from.
Yeah?
That would be kind of hard to pull off. But if he did, that would be one thing. And then they were screwing with him deliberately. That would be hilarious to do to someone.
I'll try to get an update on it.
Yeah, I would like... If there's any more to it, that'd be great. Yeah, that was spooky.
They didn't say what year it was, but they're Beats by Dre, so that's current. Why wouldn't they just talk on a damn phone?
One thing that was weird was that he's mentioned he's listening to the new Kanye West album. And I was just like, Kanye West, jeez.
Yeah. But it has to be in a certain, like, it couldn't have been that long.
No. Probably just a few years ago.
Got to be last decade, I would think, right? I mean,
yeah.
Even so, you have cell phones then. I don't, creepy. I don't know. You look at your ham radio different now, won't you?
No, it's always been creepy, and it's always weird what you hear on that thing.
It's like the baby monitors.
Like you hear Morse code from something random, and you don't. There's no explanation, or weird stations that just repeat numbers over and over again.
Jeff Townsend Media. CG, good night.
And the question is, do I stay here? Will you be back? Are you gonna come back? Will you be back? Are you coming back?